It was a dark and windy night such as tonight, when Sally found herself wandering through the abandoned forest on the outskirts of town. The trees creaked and rustled in the gusts of wind, casting eerie shadows that danced in the moonlight. As she walked deeper into the forest, Sally felt a strange sense of unease creeping over her. She could hear whispers in the wind, and the hairs on the back of her neck stood on end. Suddenly, she heard a twig snap behind her, and she spun around, heart pounding in her chest. But there was nothing there. Just the empty darkness of the forest, stretching out before her. Sally shook her head, trying to shake off the feeling of being watched. She continued on, the only sound her own footsteps on the wet leaves. Before long, Sally stumbled upon an old, dilapidated cabin hidden amongst the trees. The windows were boarded up, and the door hung off its hinges. Despite the ominous appearance, something drew Sally towards the cabin. She pushed open the door and stepped inside. The air was musty and stale, and the only light came from a single candle flickering on a table in the center of the room. As Sally approached the table, she saw a book laid open, its pages filled with strange symbols and diagrams. Curiosity got the better of her, and she began to read the words aloud. Suddenly, the candle flickered wildly, casting shadows that seemed to come to life. The cabin seemed to groan and creak, as if awakening from a long slumber. A voice whispered in the darkness, sending shivers down Sally's spine. "Who dares disturb my domain?" Sally's heart raced as she realized she had stumbled upon something far beyond her understanding. She tried to flee, but the door slammed shut, trapping her inside. As the shadows closed in around her, Sally knew she had uncovered a mystery she may never escape from. The darkness of the forest swallowed her whole, and she was never heard from again.